At this very moment while you watch this video, there is a silent war happening inside the heads of millions of people. A war where the brain itself has become the enemy. Today, 2 billion people worldwide have their brains literally hijacked by digital addictions. Instagram, TikTok, gambling, pornography. These aren't just casual distractions. They are digital drugs more powerful than cocaine, designed by experts to hack your brain's reward system. Addiction isn't a matter of willpower. It's a complete neural reprogramming where you lose control of your own decisions. Today I'm going to reveal exactly how this happens, why so many people are trapped in this snare, and how knowledge of neuroscience can be the key to regaining command of your own mind. Stay until the end and pay close attention, because your addiction could end today. Imagine you have a dog inside your head. This dog is called the reward system and was trained by evolution over millions of years for a simple mission: keep you alive. Every time you do something that helps with survival, eating, having sex, acquiring resources, forming social bonds, this dog barks with joy and releases dopamine. But pay attention to this crucial detail. Dopamine is not pleasure itself. It's the expectation of pleasure. It's like the brain saying, "Hey, this is important. Record this information. Do it again." That's why you feel more dopamine before biting the chocolate than during. That's why the anxiety before opening Instagram is greater than the pleasure of seeing likes. The brain is literally preparing for the reward. Now let me make you understand something that will blow your mind. Take your phone. No, seriously. Actually take it. I'll wait for you to grab it. So got it now? How many times did you check messages today? 5 times? 20? 50? If you don't know the exact number, that's already a sign. Every time you pick up your phone, you're feeding this internal dog. Each notification is a possible reward. And there's the problem. This system that kept us alive for millions of years is now being hacked. And when I say hacked, I'm not being metaphorical. That's literally what happens. Imagine a hacker invading your computer and changing all the programming. Addiction does exactly this to the brain. Let's understand the process step by step, because this is fascinating and terrifying at the same time. First exposure to addictive behavior. Boom. Dopamine explosion. Much more than normal. The brain thinks, "Wow, this is important," and records this information as maximum priority. Has it ever happened to you to play something for the first time and feel an inexplicable euphoria? Or to receive so many likes on a photo that you got glued to your phone? This is the brain being hacked. But the brain is smart. It realizes there's too much dopamine in the system and starts reducing natural production. It's like it's saying, if you want all this party, you'll have to seek it outside. Result? You need more and more of the substance or behavior just to feel normal. Not to feel pleasure, just to feel normal. And here comes the scariest part. Pay attention, because this will mark you forever. Addiction physically changes the brain. Areas responsible for impulse control become weaker, while areas linked to desire become stronger. It's like having a turbocharged accelerator and brakes that don't work. Neuroimaging studies show that an addict's brain has measurable structural differences. This isn't theory, it's anatomy. Now you might be thinking, but I don't use drugs. Well, here's the plot twist that will leave you jaw-dropped. You no longer need substances to addict the brain. Technology has created the most powerful digital drugs in history, and you're using all of them every day. Let's talk about the first category, online gambling. You think casinos are just fun? No, my friend. Online casinos are sophisticated neuroscience laboratories. They hire neuroscientists, behavioral psychologists, experienced designers specialized in one thing: hacking your reward system. They know exactly when to release a small win to keep you hooked. They use intermittent reward schemes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you never know when. This is exactly what most addicts the brain. It's like a dopamine machine programmed to never stop. And there's more. The sounds, lights, colors, even the time it takes to reveal the result. Everything is calculated to maximize addiction. Every second was designed to hijack you. Second category, and this one is literally in your hand right now: social media. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, they're digital drugs disguised as entertainment. Each scroll is a bet. You never know if the next post will be interesting, funny, shocking. This uncertainty is pure cocaine for the brain. Each notification is a possible reward. You pick up your phone expecting that like, that comment, that validation. And when it doesn't come, anxiety increases. When it comes, boom, dopamine. It's the perfect addiction cycle. And you know what's scarier? The average time a person spends on social media per day is 2 hours and 38 minutes. That's 16 years of your life, 16 years staring at a phone screen. And since we're talking about social media, do me a favor. If you're feeling that this content is making sense, if you're recognizing some of these patterns in your life, leave a comment down below telling which of these situations most resembles you. And subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to make a complete series about how to reprogram the brain, information that can literally save lives. Now let's continue, because what comes next will shock you. Third category, and this one is the most controversial: online pornography. You need to understand that modern pornography has created a superstimulus that simply doesn't exist in nature. Infinite variety, 24/7 availability, constant escalation to increasingly extreme content. The brain was programmed by evolution to react to sexual stimuli, but not to deal with this artificial intensity and this limitless variety. Result: complete desensitization and need for increasingly extreme stimuli to feel the same excitement. 16-year-olds with erectile dysfunction, not due to physical problems, but due to neurological desensitization. This was unthinkable 20 years ago. It's like the brain was trained for a reality that doesn't exist, and when it encounters real reality, it can no longer respond adequately. And the numbers show the catastrophic dimension of the problem. 2 billion people addicted to social media, 6% of the world's population with online gaming addiction, 1 in 8 young men with problems related to pornography consumption. This is no coincidence. It's a silent neurological epidemic that's destroying an entire generation. Now, you want to know if you're already falling into this trap? I'll give you some warning signs, but I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. First sign: you say you're going to do something for just 5 minutes, and when you realize it, 1, 2, 3 hours have passed. This is temporal loss of control, a classic sign of addictive behavior. The brain literally loses track of time. Second sign: you need more and more to feel the same satisfaction. If before 1 hour of gaming was enough, now you need 4. If before 10 minutes on Instagram were okay, now it's 2 hours. This is tolerance. The brain needs higher doses for the same effect, exactly like what happens with chemical drugs. Third sign: when you go without, you feel anxiety, irritation, physical restlessness. The brain is literally in dopamine withdrawal. Fourth sign: you start neglecting other areas of life. Relationships, work, health, sleep. Everything takes second place because of that behavior that always comes back and makes you lose control. If you identified with at least 2 of these signs, pay attention to what I'm going to say now, because it could be the watershed moment in your lives. You know what's absolutely incredible? The same brain that can be hijacked can also be liberated. Neuroplasticity, this fantastic capacity of the brain to reorganize itself, works both ways. Every neural connection that was created by addiction can be undone. Every pattern that was programmed can be reprogrammed. Studies show that people who understand the neuroscience of addiction have 40% higher chances of recovery. You just took the most important first step: knowledge. Now you know you're not weak, you're not defective. You're human with a brain that's functioning exactly as it was programmed, but programmed for a world that no longer exists. Start small. Don't try to change everything at once, because the brain will rebel. Replace. Don't just remove. The brain needs rewards, so give it healthy rewards. Exercise, reading, real conversations, creativity. All of this releases dopamine naturally and sustainably. If this video impacted you, get ready, because in the next video, I'm going to show you how to end addictions and create new habits naturally and practically using neuroscience. Now, leave in the comments. What was the biggest revelation for you today? I'll respond personally. Remember, control is in your hands. You're not a victim of your own brain. You are the programmer. And now that you know the code, you can completely rewrite it.